gonna get started at 8, which is only 1 minute from now. But in that time, I guess I could actually section out this video. Does this video looks blurry as hell, doesn't it? All right. Should I do this and look this way? Oh my god. That okay. Oh my goodness. I tried to look into how I could change the orientation of the camera to make it the same orientation I'm used to seeing flipped, but no, it only tells me how to flip it sideways, which is not helping. So let me try to do get some of these that I've already done out of the way. Oh, wait. This is still the same side. This one feels done also. Oh gosh, wait. All right, here. These. Ooh, those are not done. Okay, so. Hi, whoever's here. Yeah, I thought I was scheduling it quite a while. Well, not a while. Like literally just a few minutes sooner, but apparently I was not. So, oh my god. What I'm seeing on the screen and what I'm used to seeing like in the mirror is like so backwards. It's very confusing. All right. Now, what I did realize, and I was about to go live, and I actually just turned the camera off and just was closed the computer, and I was like, forget it, because it doesn't make any sense. Just because of the time, because it's 8 o'clock here in California and LA, but I'm from the East Coast and my family's from the East Coast, so I know that it is like 11 o'clock at night there. So any of oh my gosh, I'm trying to grab this. Any of the people, any of my subscribers from back in the day, um, that are on the East Coast are probably asleep. Certainly not up checking out any live content or anything like that. But nope, trying to get this. Yeah. Um, but I am. It's only 8 o'clock here in LA, like I said, and that needs to be done too. But I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. So I'm just gonna kind of braid it up to the end and let that be that. Um, okay, so y'all, my hair. I don't do hair content anymore, but my hair is still natural, obviously. If you just saw like the bushiness at the end of this braid, um, I did go. I posted a video or something like last year talking about me being in menopause. Yeah, and I am. So I've been kind of, I guess, on YouTube hiding my age, not hiding it, but not being very forthright with it. But I am now, after these years have gone by, I am in my 50s, right? So I just turned 53. So when I turned 50, I was doing ponytails. I was just wearing ponytails um in my, well, like 49 and stuff like that. So the ponytails were, you know, damaging. My hair was breaking off and things like that. Not particularly my edges, because people that think that my edges broke off because of um, ponytails don't realize that my edges haven't reached my ponytails in forever. So, no. I believe the edges thing is like hereditary. But um, I, grew tired of twist outs, braid outs, the whole shebang, and was just really just wearing either Sealy twists or ponytails. And I was like, something's got to change, because I was just starting to feel really mundane and not very attractive, and I just wasn't happy. So as I was approaching um, my 50th birthday, I decided to either become a straight natural or get dreadlocks, one or the other. And I settled on becoming a straight natural. So I started going to a stylist, and child, she had my hair fried, dyed, and laid to the side. I'm talking about it was silky from the get go. Uh, the amount of hair swinging I was doing during that time was insane, because, yeah, I ain't never had no enough hair really like that to swing while it was like straight and stuff. So um, I was doing the most, and it was good. But then, as time started to go on, after being 50, suddenly things started to change, and I started sweating a lot. I was sweating nonstop. I mean, all the time, like having to rip my clothes off and like getting like basically naked um, during the night from the massive heat. Most of it usually seems to come either like in my neck, my throat. Not my yeah, my neck, my throat, and my head. My head, it gets so super duper hot. So I the sweating, it made me have to apply more heat to my hair, because that much sweat uh, on my scalp, because like I said, my head was really hot. All the heat like comes from my head. So my new growth was woofing. And I was like, all right, so I can't just be having, the straight ends. And my hair was straight. Like it had been straightened so much that it was like a relaxer. Like it was relaxed. Like it didn't revert back. But my new growth was reverting back. And the closer it got to my scalp, the more that it had a little kink to it. But the ends, because it had gotten a little bit long, so it's probably like down here, like I would say at least this much of it was completely straight. So, um, I mean, I was digging it, and I appreciated that, because I wanted it straight. I did not care about what do they call it? Heat damage, heat training, whatever way you want to call it. I liked it. But the new growth getting so nappy when I started, I guess, getting into perimenopause and the sweating started kicking in, I could not handle it. So with the additional heat that I was applying on top of, what my stylist was already doing, really started to take a toll on my hair, and it started breaking off. So I was back in the same position. If my roots are nappy, I'm not going to be wearing it straight because it looks stupid. And what else can I do with it than put it back in a ponytail, which is the same problem that I already had. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to have to get dreadlocks. So, too cheap to pay anybody to do anything hair related, other than, that silk pressing I was doing, which I had started to outsource to myself also. But I started these braids. So for the locks that I intended to get, I know I wanted them to be small so that I could style them, like really mini locks, or like micro locks, or like sister locks, or something like that. Um, but I know that when I put my hair in like little twists, I mean, they're cute when I first do them because they're heavy and they're, juicy, and they might, extend a little bit. But as time goes on, probably that same day, they'll shrink up. So they'll be a lot shorter, and they'll be, once they get dry, they'll be short and dry, and it'll just be a crusty, bald headed mess. So I wanted, if I was going to have to do locks, which, I didn't want to do, it's kind of a last resort. Um, I did not want to feel unattractive because that's what I was trying to avoid. So I wanted to maintain as much length as possible, which is why I decided to go with braid locks, right? So I put my hair into all of these all of these braids, and I was going to just let the braids lock up and just have braid locks. So a month or a month and a half, 2 months, something like that goes by, and I got all this new growth, and I'm like, okay, so I guess right now I need to realize, decide if I'm going to do that palm rolling thing or if I'm going to do interlocking. I was going to go with interlocking because I think it would be the neatest looking and like have the parts and everything. Because I'm just like really that kind of person. I can't have like free form locks or anything like that. Like I need like individual little spaces and things like that. And I just want things to look neat and pretty to me. So um interlocking was going to be where I was going to go, but before I did it, I was like, I just don't know if I want to commit to this. So I called my best friend in California, because I have multiple best friends. And I don't want none of them to get mad at me. So yeah, my best friend here in California, uh, now current best friend. Okay, um, she says, I said, well, I was thinking about getting locks, and I'm gonna let these braids turn into locks. And she was like, no, you're not. Absolutely not, because you're not like that. Like you're too much into your clothes and your fashion, your hair, changing your hair all the time. She was like, you're not gonna like it, and you're gonna want to get rid of it, and you're not gonna be able to get rid of it unless you like cut all your hair off, which I kind of see is not really true because I've seen a lot of people take their locks out online, but mostly kind of true. So I kind of believed her, I mean, concurred. Like, she was telling the truth. Uh, I would have got, bored with it, or upset that I couldn't like redo it and I had to just like keep on getting it more and more tangled and progressing with the locks. So I didn't do the locks. I wound up just redoing my braids. And that was, I think, March 2024. So it is now like a year and some months in. I'm a year and some months in, and I have these same braids, the same parts and everything. I just individually take out braids, many of them randomly, just like if I'm just like sitting in my car doing nothing or looking at social media, and I touch one of my braids at the root and it is like, nappy with a whole bunch of new growth. I'll just take it out and redo it. So I have random braids done throughout my head, surrounded by, undone braids and things like that. So I just have been redoing them almost probably every month. I get new growth, which is a little disturbing because it seems like my hair should be a lot longer in a year. But I did do some cutting because, like I said, when I first started the braids, my hair was bone straight on the ends. I would say at least maybe about 3 inches of it was completely bone straight, like if it was like it was relaxed. Many people thought my hair was relaxed. People was like, "Wow, I can't believe you went back to relaxer," because obviously you can see that my hair is not like reverting or anything like that. Um, but it was never relaxed. It was being flat ironed on the ends, but the roots she was using a hot comb like on the Marcel thing, and it was getting those roots. It was, oh, you couldn't believe how straight and silky it was. I was getting my entire life throughout that experience, but alas, menopause took that away from me. So now I'm here with these braids, and we're cool with it. So it is what it is. Ooh, I'm hot right now. Let me turn. Well, the ceiling fan is on, but it is not on high enough. I don't know if I'm having a hot flash, but I'm feeling real hot. Real hot. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. All right. Who's on here with me? What's up, y'all? It's only 2 people, which is, like I said, is understandable because of the time. It's early, kind of early evening where I am, but I know it's late evening in other places. Definitely the East Coast, the 3 hour time difference, but I know like other states have just the 1 hour and many have the 2 hours. So it's anywhere from like 11:15 to 10:15 to 9:15, I guess. But here it's just 8:15. And I'm not going to um, do a whole bunch of these braids like on. Can I do it? Can you see? Trying to show this new growth. Nope. My head. What am I doing? This, 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 this. Okay, there it is. Oh, this is so hard because everything is backwards. No, no, the other hand. Oh, okay. Oh, I'm so perplexed trying to understand the camera flipped in the opposite direction. Because right now my head is going that way in real life. No, in real life, that way. No, this way. Yeah, in real life, my head is that way. Which way is my head? Looking at the real reflection of me, child, let me just stop because who can help me with this dilemma? It's driving me crazy. I don't know what I'm doing. But anyway, I was just trying to show you guys like the new growth, um, like what it's looking like from. Okay, it's you can see it there, and that's about a month and a half of uh, of growth. And child, my braids in the front, they are so they're so skinny and microscopic. They often just come out because, like I said, this hair in the front, especially, oh, it's really tangled. It always is knotted up. It's super fine because I was basically bald in the front. Well, I'm still basically bald. I'm not even gonna act like I got so much hair, but I got a little something going on up in here. Uh, I think better than it was. I think some of it grew back, which I'm pretty happy about. Um, got a lot more grays right here, but I don't have a lot of gray overall, which, I guess I'm pretty happy about. It did start coming in like fast and furious for a second, but I kind of went heavier meat diet, more like kind of towards carnivore. And I wasn't really even paying attention. I was doing it for like a health crisis that I was having. And without even paying attention, just one day I remembered, I was like, wasn't my hair gray before? It was gray. And then it stopped being gray. I got my color back. A huge amount of my hair color came back. So on this side, I mean, it's so few grays. It might be like five. Whereas on this side, it's probably like 20 or 30 or 40. I don't know. It's a lot, but it's still not extremely like noticeable over there. So I'm kind of happy about that because I really don't need any other blows to my self-esteem at this time. I can't even find the braid I was working on. Okay, here it is. Uh, so still ain't nobody on here talking to me. And I just been chit-chatting for over 21 minutes. Look at me. I am a chatter. Even just talking to myself, I just be talking, talking, talking. Um, I don't know. I don't know what I would think that if I came back on more consistently, my content would be mostly geared towards being an older woman, mature woman content. Perhaps just, I don't know. I don't want to just be talking about menopause all the time unless I'm going to start getting like all scientific about it, which I don't think I am because I don't really want to go. I mean, I go and I look up information about menopause because I'm in it, in the thick of it, and want to know, but I don't know if I want to just specifically be focused on that where I'm bringing information about menopause because I want to just find out information like y'all. Like, I might share something that I found out, but I don't want to be like the information plug because I would like for, if I do come back, for it to be just very light. I need something really, really light um, because life is heavier. Life is heavy. Come on now. If you live in America, you know what I'm talking about. So I just like to keep it light. I don't want to bring myself any unnecessary stress, any unnecessary additional gray hairs, uh, uh, belly fat, uh, any of the other stuff, cortisol, none of the bad stuff that can impact my life negatively. I don't want to do any of that. So, like, I would like for it to just be kind of a fun space. So, I guess the good things about getting older. If you guys have like any ideas about um, what you think would be a good direction or a few topics that I could talk about, that would be great. Oof. Oh, I felt my hand, my fingernail just rip some hair that is from another braid into this one. And unfortunately, I cannot show you guys what I'm doing because of the camera being flipped. I'm sure you've already seen me trying to navigate, even showing you which side of my head or pointing to the direction of my actual head and the one in the, yeah, it's all very confusing. Either that or my brain fog associated with my menopause is it's too much. Anyway, I'm not gonna bore y'all with me doing my entire head or anything like that. I just wanted to see who was up and who was around and wanted to chit and or chat for a little bit while I got this chore of hair doing done. But I will be continuing on it. I think I don't want to stay up too late because I didn't work today. So I want to get up and work early tomorrow. So I don't want to stay up too late because I stayed up pretty late last night. Um, and I have, oh my gosh, menopause related insomnia as well. I don't know who else is dealing with insomnia, not being able to sleep. I know like 2 weeks ago, I went to bed at 4 a.m. twice. And then the next day I went to bed at 8 o'clock in the morning, 8:30 a.m. I went to bed at 8:30 a.m. So it just started getting really out of hand. And I was like, I really need to get some sleep. Um, so my doctors, I don't know, they're really fixated on another issue that I have, and they're not seeming to really care and take much interest in my menopausal uh, issues. So I've been trying to deal with it myself. And I noticed that when I'm at my guy friend's house, I sleep better. I know y'all hear them sirens being ghetto, being ghetto. The street that I live on, if you go to the next block over and go anywhere past that, super ghetto. It just gets more and more. And if you go to the next block in this direction, oh my God, it's so nice. I went jogging for like a week and I was like, I'm going to jog for a whole half an hour. A half an hour is so long because I was so far away from home and it had only been 15 minutes. I was like, either I'm jogging really fast or the world is small as hell. So me trying to go as far as I could just up this way, it is beautiful. The homes and things that are like over here and just like right over here is just like ghetto. So uh yeah, the sirens be going on. Over here is where I hear them doing, I think they're called takeovers, where they just in the middle of the street swerving their cars in circles and making the street like black, all of that nonsense. Yeah, all that. LA is ridiculous in that way. But I love it here. That's why I'm here. Hi, your pleasure 721. I'm so happy somebody finally said hi to me. Almost when I'm about to get up off of here, I'm like, girl, it's almost 28 minutes. I think I'm going to try to make it to a half an hour because nobody was on when I first started, but I started, I thought it was going to be like, I don't know. They told me I could put in like some music or something while people like, while I waited for the time, the scheduled time. But the scheduled time, by the time I finished doing everything, it was only like 2 minutes between the scheduled time and the time that it started. So it wasn't really that necessary. Oh, come on now. I see the tangle. Don't do that. Don't do that. Oh, it's doing it. I'm like, do I use a pen? Nope. I'm going to use floss. I'm going to use this floss. Ah, how did this just get tangled like this? Don't make me rip you because I will. Because I don't have the patience. Oh my gosh. The video is of no help to me. I could only do it in the mirror, which is above the computer. All right. Mm. This ain't even one of the braids with the tangled like little dirt mass. Because I wash my hair in these braids, and Some of them, the ends are just like, it's really, it's a teeny tiny skinny braid and it's got all of this fuzz around it. 'Cause my hair is really, really fuzzy. Uh, yeah, my hair gets really, really fuzzy. So it's got all the fuzz around it, and but the braid is like microscopically tight, and I can feel that it's really hard in the center, and that is where dirt and like product buildup has like built up on the end and is stuck in all of the little shed hairs and everything, and it just makes a knot at the end. And me trying to not just cut the knot off, mm, is terrible. So I had one a little earlier, and I was able to use that flosser to get it out. So that was a bit of a godsend at that point. But yeah, and this, I got the ceiling fan on the highest setting, and I am still hot, y'all. Y'all hot. I don't know if they call it on the wagon, off the wagon, whichever one. I'm doing it. Mhm. That is Pink Whitney, which I think is a pink lemonade vodka with club soda. Because I love me some Pink Whitney. it's, it's my jam now. I'm like, where have you been all my life? And I'm able to just have it with club soda because it's already like sweetened and everything. So nice and refreshing in this summer heat, even though it's not even that hot in California. Like LA, if you're not out in the valley is much hotter, but just in regular LA, it has not gotten that hot. It's been like in the 80s this week. I think we've gotten a day in the 90s like once, one day in the 90s, and a million days in the 70s. These 80s are probably the hottest weeks that we've had for this entire summer. So yeah. Uh, when I get down to the root, you know how when you take, I don't know, any braids out, there's always like all of this product buildup, like right caked in here. So I washed it maybe about a week ago. So it's not like filthy and dirty like it was, because when I was taking them out before, that dirt was like right here caked on, but the hair is still really matted right in that area. Like if, no, this way. Okay. Still like all stuck together. So a lot of tangling going on. So just trying to break it up at the base, everywhere where it feels still stuck together. All right. And then I just pull out all of the shedded hair. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. All right, I just do it in front of my face right here. And then I just roll it up. And this is just from one braid. And I had like a brush, like a shower brush that I would use. And I have no idea where it is. And I haven't seen it in a few months. So I just went crazy looking for it today. And I was like, well, it's got to be in one of these boxes, but I don't know where it is. So I have to order another from Amazon. So I'll get on there and see how much they are. I heard that the tariffs officially kicked in today. So I don't know if I'm gonna be able to afford life anymore. We're gonna see. See if I can afford a brush. Uh, so are any of my subscribers, followers, or anybody who's watching, are you guys also in peri? In full menopause or peri? I'm not sure because I don't know. Does your doctor tell you that, or is it strictly determined by not having your period for 12 months? Because I really don't know how long I haven't had it because I don't really pay that much attention. I think okay. I wrote it. I thought that I didn't write it down, but I did. But I don't know if it was my period. That's what I think is really the main issue. It was there was spotting, and I was like, oh yeah, I got my period, and I went and I got the whole shebang because I thought it was going to be a big to do, and it wasn't. It was not a big to do at all. Uh, by the next morning, I was wondering why I had on a pad and or a tampon. There was nothing. So it was just only what I had seen when I went to the bathroom and when I wiped, and that was the end. So was that a period? Because I think that happened in maybe October. But if that wasn't a period, then I haven't had my period since March of last year, which would mean that I should be fully in menopause, but I'm not. I just don't know if I am because fully menopause is not uh hot flashes anymore, right? That's peri, or am I tripping? I don't know. I don't know. I probably need to go and see my doctor, but I'm feeling like if I know other people who are in menopause, who have gone to the doctor, then y'all can just tell me because tell me what, give me the info. Uh, because I'm being too cheap to go do this whole copay and talking to these doctors, and they be talking to me for like 3 seconds. But like, okay, all right, see ya. I'm like, dang, I don't want to spend no time with me. Oh, I missed this one. You know what? It ain't that much new growth. You're gonna try to skip it. Oh, because I'm lazy. So I was told, okay, my best friend now in California, um, she got married, and I was able to meet her friend who does her hair. And her friend who does her hair was like, "Oh, it's such a good idea to keep your hair in braids." Uh, I was like, "Yeah, I mean, the only issue is I have to redo them, and if it was locked, I would only have to do the new growth, and now I have to, undo the whole braid and redo the whole braid." And she was like, "You can just braid the root." And I said, "What?" And she still has not gotten back to me about how you do it, but I think that it's basically like interlocking, but I guess you would like interlock it into a braid shape. So it might be three times in whatever direction you would do it in. I think that I did Google it that same day, and I don't think I found anything that was helpful. So, have y'all ever heard of that? Being able to just interlock your new growth for braids? And she said you can do that continuously, and then when you're ready to take the braid out, you can. I probably couldn't do it for very long because my hair starts to lock up because it's very fine. And like I told y'all, some of these braids are really hard to get out at the end once once I get like any oily, dirty product stuck in there that won't come out, it'll tangle it and it'll be a hard little base at the end, and it's really hard to get out. So I would be a little well if I was redoing the what do you call it, I would probably just wash it more, so that I didn't have a lot of buildup as much as I get. But I have a lot of buildup because my products. So to like moisturize it, I originally was using the S curl, but I don't use the S curl. I use the S curl bottle because it's got the little pump that I like. Um, I was using it because of the glycerin. So I knew that from when I first went natural, that glycerin is like really good. But um, after this ran out, I started using my goodness, uh, glycerin and rose water. So it smells like roses and it's glycerin-y, and I spray this on and it, it'll get wet or whatever. Not particularly moisturized, but I know that glycerin is supposed to bring moisture like from the air and stuff, right? And then I put this on it. Okay, you get it? The Talia Waji Curly Curl Cream. And this is the magic. But it's so thick that without this liquidness and the humidity, embracing qualities, it probably wouldn't do no good. But when I first wash my hair, my braids are like kind of hard, rough, really stringent, astringent. Yeah, they just feel dry and hard to the touch, and I cannot wait to oversaturate my hair in product to get it back to is the softness that I'm used to feeling because my hair is really soft. And people are always touching, they were like, oh wow, I thought it would be hard. It's so soft. So it still has that cottony feel. And it's because it is completely saturated in product all the time. Uh, yeah, dirty with product. I love it once it gets like packed with it, where I could just feel it, um, just like in the hair, and it just feels really, really soft and juicy and all of that. But I do have to start washing it a little bit more often because I couldn't even tell you. I'm not even like on a consistent schedule of washing. I just wash it whenever randomly whenever it just like comes in my head and I'm like, wow, I feel like I haven't washed my hair in a long time. Yeah. And then I'll wash it. But yeah. So I need to get a little bit more consistent with it if I do learn this method of redoing doing a redo just at the base with the new growth. So that'll be cool. But anyway, child, I am rambling on. I'm so happy that 6 of you stopped by to see me. Hey, y'all. Um, but I'm gonna get off here uh, because I'm rambling. But please, um, if there's something that you'd like for me to talk about, weigh in on, or uh, make a video about, feel free to let me know in the comments. And oof, that's about it. I'm hot. I am hot, y'all. Fingers moving so fast, they getting confused. They don't remember even what they doing. Oh, and I think I was saying earlier that my hair isn't longer because I cut these braids because the hair was so straight that the now they're like curlier, but they used to be bone straight at the end. And I was like, I got to cut off some of this damage. So I cut them, but I still feel like they could have they could have went a little bit longer than this. A little bit longer. But anyway, I'm going to go. Have a good night, you guys. Thank you for stopping by. Bye.